Look at the wine I'm drinking. It's called Once Upon a Vine. And it's a charming Pinot. And there's like a little crown and the moon and trees. I 100% bought this because of what the bottle looks like. That, and it was $10. Hi Booktube, I'm Rebecca without my Sarah again. You know what I really miss? Like, besides Sarah, I kind of miss drinking wine out of a teacup. I mean, this isn't a wine glass either because I don't have wine glasses where I'm living right now, which is just like a travesty. Really, I should just be drinking it out of the bottle. I don't know why I bother to use a glass. There's something special about it. I recommend drinking wine out of a teacup at some point in your life. So lately, a lot of booktubers have been doing the Spring to It Videoathon. There's been a new video prompt every day, like all month, and I've missed the first 10 days, but I thought, you know, maybe I'd jump in at day 11. Today's prompt is fine. It's books you want to read that are not popular on Booktube, which I thought was really interesting because I find a lot of books just at like thrift stores and used bookstores and stuff like that I've never really heard of anywhere, but that I want to read. So I'm going to talk about 5 of them. 3 of them I have, and 2 of them I don't. The first book is called Kin, and it's by Keelan Patrick Burke. I heard about this book a little while back before I was on Booktube and stuff like that, and I added it to my TBR then. And I think I have, yes, I have the ebook, but I just haven't gotten to it. From what I remember about the synopsis, it's about, like, you know, a big, like, slasher massacre, like kind of Texas Chainsaw Massacre-esque, but it's about the aftermath of that. And I think it's following, like, maybe a couple of the survivors and a couple of people who are related to victims of the massacre, which I thought that was really interesting. It's not about a slasher film, it takes place after the slasher film. Some of the reviews say it's kind of gruesome, which I'm fine with. I'm not sure how I'll like it. It's like got some mixed reviews, but I still really want to read it. The next book I heard about because my friend Deb reviewed it on Goodreads, and like the title caught me, and then she directly recommended it to me one time when I was bitching about how there are no like short male love interests. So that probably means that the love interest in this is short, which is just like, yes. The book is called The Epic Crush of Jeannie Lowe by F.C.E. The cover caught me because the cover is really cool, and then it seems to be about a female superhero, and it had some buzzwords in the synopsis that I was just like, okay, let me find some. Hang on, I got my laptop here. Okay, this is like, here's the things that caught me that I was like, I would like to read this. First of all, the first sentence of the synopsis is, she annihilates standardized tests and the bad guys. That's fantastic. Some other things that caught me. Her hometown comes under siege from Hellspawn straight out of Chinese folklore. Good. Mythological monkey king incarnate. Please. Yes. Penchant for peaches. We're really learning a lot about like why I pick up books. Yeah, so like I wanna read that. And not a lot of people, I haven't really seen anyone else talk about it except for Deb. Deb is so good at finding some shit. Like, I don't know. She's found some books. She's found some good books that I never would have heard of otherwise. Alright, now the books that I own. This first one is a science fiction novel that I found at a thrift store. It is called Grass. It's by Sherry S. Tepper. The little I know about this is that there is a plague infecting, like, the universe, and there is one planet called Grass that is not affected by this plague, and the reasons are dark, I guess? I feel like whenever there's, like, a mystery of, like, you'll never guess what it is, it's always cannibalism, right? Like, isn't that? Maybe it's just Soylent. You know, it's cool beans. I'm excited. The next book was also just a random find while I was at a bookstore, and it's The Gilda Stories by Joelle Gomez. I have seen one other booktuber talk about this book, and I cannot remember who they were, so if you just happen to see this, please tell me who you are, because I forgot, and I'm sorry. This is about a girl who was born into slavery and then gets mixed up with vampires, and it takes place over this course of like several hundred years in her life. That was interesting enough, and then this sentence, as a woman-loving vampire, her quest is lustful, and she feels her purpose keenly. Sold. Like, are you kidding me? I should really read this soon. Maybe I'll save it for Halloween. The last book I want to talk about, I actually did get for Halloween one year, and then I ended up not reading it because I was a failure. This is another one that I found, like, pre-Booktube. It's called 1324 by M. Dolan Hickman. I'm not sure how I'll feel about this book now. Like, I got it because it sounded intriguing at the time, but I read a lot more critically now. I don't know too much about this book, but it had, like, there is a lot of child abuse from what I understand. Child abuse in the name of religion in particular. I am fascinated by, like, cult/religious stories, which is, like, a specific genre that I enjoy. I think a couple of really creepy bad things happen, and then the protagonist has to face, like, his, like, dark upbringing by his religious parents in order to, I don't know, face his past or something. I still want to read this for sure. I'll probably, maybe this Halloween, maybe October. I start building my October TBR, like, throughout the year. Like, it's just constant. So those are 5 books that I would like to get to that I don't think I've ever seen on Booktube, except the vampire one, by somebody, one person. Who were you? I don't know. Let me know if you've heard of any of these, or if you've read any of them, and if they're worth my time. Like, please tell me that for sure. I think I'm seeing Sarah this weekend, so yay! And I think that's all I got. Next time, Booktube.